Hey guys, natedoggwilbur back here for another video, guys. Welcome back to another episode of my NFL News Flash Series. Let's get started with the way, guys. We have a lot of information coming out from this past week in the NFL. And again, every single Saturday, I will go ahead and cover every single story we have from the past week. So starting off right away, we have one of the biggest contracts we've ever seen by a quarterback, and that's going to be Jimmy G signed a $137 million deal. So yeah, $137.5 million for 5 years. And here's what the contract's right here. This is exactly what the contract is. You can read it for yourself, but as you see, a signing bonus of $7 million, guaranteed to $28 million. And yeah, so it all totals out to about $137.5 million. So much money. So that Joe Flacco contract everyone loves to talk about doesn't seem that crazy now, does it? After seeing these contracts these NFL players are getting. So, yeah. So, Jimmy G is now going to be a 49er for 5 years. Obviously, San Francisco, seeing what he did last year, you know, since he started, I think he went undefeated. This guy is a monster. This guy is what everyone thought he was going to be in New England, but in San Francisco. He is one of the best quarterbacks, I think, right now. And the best part is he's young, he's going to develop, and I can't wait to watch him for many, many years to come. San Francisco, I think you guys got the best gem ever for only a second-round pick. I mean, you don't even find these guys for first-round picks, for God's sake. They got him for a second-round pick. They didn't have to draft him, had to groom him or anything. He literally probably was in the best system you could ever be in, New England. So now he's in San Francisco. He's already worked out last year. He obviously has earned the coach's trust, and he's only going to flourish from there. So with that in mind, we have some free agency news. So going ahead and looking at our free agents, we have Kirk Cousins might be going to Denver. A lot of talks and rumors of him actually already talking with Denver, which if he is, there will be some issues because that is called tampering. You cannot talk to another team while you're under contract with another team. So you can't talk to other teams while you're under contract. If you did talk to Denver, there will be some issues NFL-wise, policy-wise, and John Elway will get in trouble. But unless, you know, as long as he's not talking to any other teams, there's a lot of rumors that he will go to Denver. Other rumors are that the Washington Redskins are going to franchise tag him and then trade him, you know, kind of to get some kind of value out of him, not just lose him for nothing. Now, obviously, they did just acquire Mr. Alex Smith, so they're not looking to keep Kirk Cousins. This would be literally just to franchise tag him and trade his butt to get some kind of value back. Now, when they got Kirk Cousins, that's Alex Smith, they got him for a second-round pick, I believe. So maybe they're looking to get that second-round pick back, maybe from another team. All I know is one thing is if Denver Broncos do offer something, I kind of feel like the Denver Broncos offer is going to be needs to be a little bit more than any other team, just because of the fact that there's rumors they already talked with him. So obviously he wants to go there. Denver always working out plans. If that's the case, I'm definitely feeling like, you know, Washington's going to want a little bit more than just just like second round pick. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. The next rumor is going to be Malcolm Butler to the Texans. Apparently right now, DeAndre Hopkins is trying to recruit Mr. Malcolm Butler to the Texans, and after that Super Bowl, if I was Malcolm Butler, I would want out of New England too. So pretty much he broke a couple of rules, and I'm not going to go too detailed into it because there's nothing confirming anything. But pretty much he broke a couple of rules, and he didn't have a good week of practice. He was sick, and he ended up being sat in the whole entire Super Bowl, which, if you guys did not realize, yeah, the Eagles had no problem going right down the field on that Patriots defense. There was no Patriots defense in that Super Bowl. And with that in mind, you know, Malcolm Butler, the question is, would he be able to be in there and fix the situation and stop the Eagles? One man can't do everything, but he would have helped them a lot. So with that in mind, obviously he is now done in New England. You know, there was not much rumors. I mean, going into the season, they said they were going to trade him, and now, you know, his contract's up, and they might give him like a pity, like, oh hey, we'll give you like, you know, league minimum to stay here for like 2 years. But after this situation going down, looks like he's leaving. Might be leaving to the Texans. DeAndre Hopkins wants him to go there. Next one is Allen Robinson to the 49ers. Now, Allen Robinson would be going for Blake Bortles to Jimmy Garoppolo, which is definitely an upgrade. But don't get me wrong, Blake Bortles did prove in these playoff run that he is actually a capable quarterback. So, all caps off to him, but Jimmy G is better. So, he might be going to San Francisco. 49ers getting a star wide receiver in Allen Robinson, as long as he can stay healthy. That's going to be a big pickup. Especially with the 49ers cap room being beautiful. Allen might be getting a payday. Although, after that Jimmy G trade, I don't know how beautiful that cap room's going to look. Anyway, though, next one is going to be Jarvis Landry to the Baltimore Ravens, which, being a Ravens fan, I would love to see that. I would love to see Joe Flacco getting a weapon like Landry. You know, we had Steve Smith, we had Anquan Bolden, you know, we had, we now have Mike Wallace, but, you know, those possession-type receivers. And Landry is that possession-type receiver. Yes, he can take off the top off a defense. Yes, he can outrun people. Yes, he can run slant routes. But he will catch 600 passes in a year. I'm exaggerating. But he'll catch a lot of passes. And that's something that Joe Flacco needs. Joe Flacco will target you if you are his number one 6 million times, and that's just how it works. So he needs that number one wide receiver like the Steve Smith, like the Anquan Bolden, where he can just throw over and over again. Landry would be that guy, especially his hands. His hands are amazing. So I'd love to see Jarvis Landry come to Baltimore. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see, you know, how that ends up being. But Baltimore Ravens, please pick up Jarvis Landry. Next one is going to be Paul Richardson to the Bears. The Bears are lacking any kind of number one wide receiver. Obviously, Alshon Jeffrey's not there anymore. He left a year ago. But no Alshon Jeffrey. You know, Cameron Meredith is kind of shaky. He has injuries. Kevin White never got over his whole injury bust thing going on. So, Paul Richardson going to the Bears from the Seahawks. It could happen, but I really think they need a true number one. They need to find this soon because there's no true number one there. Mr. Trubisky needs a true number one. So, our next story we have here, guys, is going to be Josh McDaniels turns down the Colts head coaching job at the last possible second. So, if you guys did not know, he was going to, right here, this man right here, that man right there, was going to the Indianapolis Colts as to be the head coach. Patricia left, the defense coordinator for Patriots, and the offense coordinator right here, McDaniels, was also going to leave to the Colts. Had everything worked out, had the contract all worked out, everything planned out, and the last possible second, literally on Tuesday, they announced he was the coach. On Tuesday night, he called up the GM and him, you know, talked on the phone, and he said, I had bad news, and I'm not in. I'm going to stay with the Kraft. I'm going to stay with the Patriots. Apparently, Kraft really sugared that deal, and Patricia, McDaniel said, okay, I'll stay with the Patriots, and that's what ended up happening. He will be a New England Patriot. He got a new extension, and I kind of wonder if this has something to do with Bill Belichick. I'm not saying that he's leaving, but I'm saying maybe Kraft is like, hey, you know what? Bill's not going to be here forever, and when he leaves, you can be the coach. And maybe that's something to do with that. I have no idea, but all I know is McDaniels, that was kind of scummy to back out of that at the last possible second. I really think you shouldn't have done that, and again, I feel bad for the Colts because they had a coach. They had a coach worked out, you know, already. Everything's working out and planned out, and then last possible second, he's like, yeah, never mind. I want to stay with the team that wins Super Bowls. Another possible rumor, and it's just a rumor, is maybe he saw how Andrew Luck is progressing, and maybe Luck isn't going to play again. I know it's crazy to say, but Luck, last year was supposed to come back. He couldn't throw a pass the whole entire year, and now, you know, this year, Andrew Luck, is he going to play? We don't know yet. So I hate to say this, guys, but maybe Andrew Luck isn't ever going to play football again. And maybe they told him that. And when he heard that, he thought, well, am I going to go to Indianapolis with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback? Or do I stay in, New England with Tom Brady, who, he might play 2 more years, and I could at least stay here. Maybe when he retires, Bill retires, and he becomes coach. So I think he weighed his options in that aspect, and he was like, there's no point for me to leave at this moment. Now, again, that's just my speculation, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So our final story today, guys, is going to be the... There we go. All right, so the ex-Eagles quarterbacks coach is now named the Vikings OC. So this man right here you see on your screen is now officially the OC for the Vikings, offense coordinator. So, I mean, we're going to have to wait to see what happens, but this man right here is reaching for Nick Foles and Carson Wentz. No, I'm just kidding. Eagles fans. I'm just joking. Carson Wentz is a god. We all know this. But he is the quarterback's coach, so he does teach Nick Foles. He does teach Carson Wentz when he came out. And so this is the guy who's now going to be the Vikings OC. He's going to go in there and try to figure out a mess between Case Keenum, Sam Bradford, and Teddy Bridgewater. You don't know how much I wanted to say Sammy Biscuits, but I didn't say it. Those 3 quarterbacks, his job now is to go ahead and fix all that. And let's see how we can do. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe button. Again, guys, every single Saturday, this video series will come out, and I will explain what's new in the NFL. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I promise this whole background will change throughout the whole entire year. We are past the Super Bowl. But make sure to subscribe button, guys. Peace out.